Hey guys, today we are going to talk about joining knots. Now, knot tying is a good skill that you should have doing outdoors type stuff or anything like that when you want to have fun, just knot tying, climbing, anything like that. Knots are always a good thing to know, and it's just something that's cool that you can teach your friends. So today I'm going to talk to you guys about joining knots. Joining knots are knots where you take two ropes, as I have here, and you can tie them together. So tying them together essentially with these two ropes helps build more security, extra support, and helps take pressure off of areas where it's not needed, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm going to teach you guys 4 joining knots: the square knot, the figure 8 follow through, overhand follow through, and the double fisherman's bend. So we're going to go over all 4 of these knots, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it. So starting off with the square knot. So you have your 2 pieces of rope. What you want to do, you want to cross them, take one, and loop it around, almost like tying a shoe. Now from here, you want to cross the ropes the opposite way from when you started and flip it through again like you're tying a shoe. What you're going to end up with is these nice 2 little loops that you should be able to slide back and forth like this. So that was the square knot. If you need to replay it, go over it again, but you know you got it right if you can take both of these ends and be able to slide them just like that. Now, moving on, we're going to go to the figure 8 follow through. So the figure 8 follow through is a knot used typically a lot for climbers, for belaying and things like that. So a figure 8 follow through, you have to first start off by tying a figure 8. So to tie a figure 8, you're going to put what's called a bite in the rope. A bite is just a simple bend in the rope. You're going to take a bite in the rope, take the free end, or your tail, you're going to wrap it around this rope one time, and then you're going to poke it right through the hole, such giving you a figure 8. Now with this figure 8 follow through, you're going to do exactly what it says and follow it through. So you have your figure 8. Now you're going to take another rope and retrace back this figure 8. So when we say retrace, essentially you're taking this rope and following back the whole time back through, just going right back how you were and how you tied your figure 8. Make sure that you keep everything inside or balanced out so that you don't get confused or your knot gets messed up. So when you get here, you just pull. And then you're going to do what's called dressing the knot. So dressing the knot, you're going to take this end and poke it up over like this. And you're going to take this one and poke it below like how it is. And then from there, you pull it again and you get reassurance in your knot, making sure it's extra durable, extra tight. So that's the figure 8 follow through. Now, from there, we're going to tie the overhand follow through. So the overhand follow through, you're going to tie a simple overhand knot. An overhand knot is really basic. What you're going to do is you're going to take your hand, fold it, and just poke it through like that. Honestly, you probably tie an overhand knot more often than not, just without even knowing that you're tying an overhand knot. So this right here is an overhand knot. Kind of looks like a pretzel. If you look at it, looks very similar to a pretzel. When you have this, you know you have an overhand. For the overhand follow through, you're going to do exactly like a figure 8 follow through, except for you're just following the overhand knot. So you take your second rope, and just like with the figure 8, you follow it through the whole time. Again, making sure that you keep it tight and balanced so that you have no issues when it comes to your knot. Make sure that you have this double pretzel look. You have this thick double pretzel look, then you know you're doing it right. From there, you just pull, and boom. You should have these two knots right here pulled together, showing that you have a overhand follow through. And for the last knot that we have today, we're gonna do a double fisherman's bend. Now, a double fisherman's bend, instead of starting with just one rope, you're actually gonna start with both ropes. So starting with both ropes, what you have to do is tie a fisherman's bend. Now, this is different than a regular fisherman's bend because you have to tie it around the second rope. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna take this bottom rope right here and tie your fisherman's bend. So your fisherman's bend, you're gonna take the bottom rope, go over your thumb, make an X. You always want to make sure that you have this X shape so that you know that you're doing it right. You make this X. Let me give myself a little bit more rope here. Make sure that you have this X. Come over that rope and poke it through. So when you have your fisherman, you'll know because you'll have this. It's this nice little double loop with an X. That's when you know you've made your fisherman. Now, to make the double fisherman's bend, you tie one on this side, and then you take the other rope and tie another one on the other side. Same concept, around. Make sure you got your X, and then poke the rope through. See, guys, I got my 2 knots right here and my X. Now, the way that you know that you have a double fisherman's bend is you can be able to take both ropes separately. I have my green rope here and my bluish brownish rope here. And what you should be able to do is you should be able to pull both of those things, a rope, and get your knot right here in the middle. You have your knot right here in the middle. You should be able to slide like that. You got your double fisherman. So that's the double fisherman's bend. Like I said today, guys, just learning joining knots are to help join 2 pieces of rope together so that you can use both ropes, give yourself more rope, and just have more fun in general. So like I said, square knot, figure 8 follow through, overhand follow through, and double fisherman's bend. That's all it is to it, guys.